Hi all. I'd like to start off by saying that it's truly an honor to be granted time at this meeting and to have the attention of both big players in the agricultural field of this town as well as interested members of our community. We have found that our town is being plagued by something great. Not great as in good, and not plagued like our most recent globally. We are affected by the dangers of production to excess. As a fertile region, our farmers have been successful since settlement of the land. Sadly, we've seen them start to disappear. And it sucks to see. This harms our community in both culture and health. We lose friends, and we lose potable water. But in order to understand why and how, I need my rocket to make history fun and fast. Sophie out.
Yeah, industrial agriculture in the US is a problem of increasing danger to society and the natural environment. Like when the Second World War ended, we had a bunch of dudes that couldn't shoot people anymore, so we had to quickly employ our ex-soldiers, and manufacturing looked like a good place for them. Many people worked on making more efficient tractors. These tractors could do the work of many men in fewer passes. With more efficient tools in play, crops needed to be growing more often and at higher densities. This led to adding phosphates or some junk to the soils to get things to grow better. Bugs were fought off harder than before with stronger pesticides. Both of these in the soil caused runoffs into the local water supplies, causing catastrophic damage to what was safe water. Livestock were grown at an alarming pace as well, and they were packed into tight spaces for the sake of efficiency and meat. These livestock would be given antibiotics at a high rate. This decreased the likelihood of effectiveness in humans due to pathogen resistance. These livestock also produced great gas byproducts. They negatively affect the Earth's climate and often are attributed to global warming as a big danger. Who's that hurt again, Arrow? Our team has found 4 major stakeholders in this issue. The large growers of the meat industry, who often send their representatives to listen in on these meetings. Sup, guys? The small growers and livestock farmers trying to keep our business local. The rest of you who consume these agricultural products don't like getting sick and poor. Government, which in our case is y'all behind the table, who don't need to see our town dry up. We'll start with the large growers. You guys brought jobs here, and that's great. You've got amazing combines, and that's great. But you also brought pollution, which maybe isn't too bad around here, but it hits us all downstream. And while you brought jobs, you also took them away. Small growers, you've seen the prices drop a little at the supermarket, but you've also seen prices fall heavily when selling product. Anyone who can't grow to scale with these large growers gets forced out. And that hurts our local growers, In 2020, income earned in farm families under $350,000 was almost half off-farm income. That ain't right. And from 1935 to 1975, 7 million farms became 2.4 million farms. Farmland measured about the same size, though. Big farms in the back? Don't sweat it, we already did your part. Consumers, everyone in this meeting, we eat this stuff. Big farm products are also polluting our waters and making these days even hotter. Government, you guys have the power to keep our local, safer farms protected. We need a water table, not a sledge table.
Rachel here. With that depressing rant out of the way, we don't come just bearing bad news. We have some strategies to cope with the situation at hand. First, we have simply got to stand together and accept that this is a problem. We can move on and work together rather than saying it's all Big Farm's responsibility. If they won't fix it, we will. We wish to formally propose 2 solutions. They are as follows. We must limit the reach of large farms in the region. We must find safer ways to produce agriculture. For the first, we need your help, political leaders. You are our pillars that can require large farms to either share resources with our smaller farms, or cap their local sales to our markets. If they continue to value coin beyond the very town they farm in, they can ship their products somewhere else. A lower price may be great at the supermarket, but these are our own people we're forcing into poverty and bankruptcy. On the case of finding safer agriculture production routes, we could make any farm in the area over a certain size manage their runoff with their own constructed rivers away from our water sources. We didn't ask for this, they poured pig sewage in our mouths. We can even incentivize these large producers. Look to Australia, they have farms turning manure into electricity. There's a product you can sell us. John, be optimistic please.
If we play our cards right, farms don't look too bad. This is an old farm, new factory farm. Lower footprint, more output. Now if we can greatly limit environment-destroying byproducts, we can find a way to support our local farmers. We can have a better situation for real. We go to the supermarket, prices are low. We talk to our neighbors on the farm, they're doing all right. They even have good equipment. We drive down the interstate, we don't smell manure for miles. We get our power bill at the end of the month, and because our farms are doing well, our bill went down. These are our keys to success. It's of vital importance that these large farms recognize that they joined this community. We're here to help them, as long as they show compassion for us as well. What if we didn't have to block trucks in protest when these walking bacons were arming our town? We wouldn't need to hold vigils for needless accidents from activists. Only one to help and getting crushed under the very pigs they tried to save. Kit, surely it's not just the people behind the table that can help.
Indeed, Rain. We can do a part as well. We know government moves slowly. We can continue to take up arms against injustices to animals and our society. We can vote out anyone behind the table that doesn't truly support this region. We can stand and say, enough of this crap. You can't push me around, Big Pharma. We can ignore Tyson, Foster Farms, Cisco, Purdue, Dole, Delmont, and Sunkist. We can buy from Jeff, Ruby, Sol, and Juan. Buy local. Force the big guys out of our town's markets until they can learn to share the swings with every other kid here. We can reach out to these companies as contractors with our own strategies to make the farms safer for us. Our communities can help outfit our locals with the tools they need to compete. We know what our local meat is doing. It's out there grazing. We can't see theirs. If they invite us into the business running in our town, we can help them. This has been a delight, and we concede any remaining time to the next issue at hand. Thank you, and goodbye.